All right, this video is going to cover the Word Chapter 3 guided project. Once you have your start file from SimNet, make sure that you have it saved in a location that you're going to be able to find it later. So File, Save As, Browse, navigate to wherever you're saving your files for class. Mine's on my desktop in my ITD 122 student data files. I put this in Word and Word Chapter 3. Do not change the file name, and I had already hit Save. So I'm going to hit Cancel, but you should save your file. And then from there, we are going to go into our Review tab, and we are going to look inside our tracking group and open up our tracking dialog box. That's the little bitty box in our tracking group, and we want to confirm that inside of our change username, we have our username and our initials there. After that, you can hit OK and OK. And then we're going to go down and look for this synchronous online course that was deleted as a change. So if you go into your changes, go into your tracking and make sure that all markup is your display for review. We're going to click on the reviewing pane, and you can see where that change took place in your reviewing pane. Hasmit Kumar deleted that paragraph. We're going to right click on that paragraph somewhere in the reviewing pane and hit reject deletion. Then you can close out of your revisions, which are now at 17. And then we're going to scroll down to number 5, where we accept changes in the document. So it asks us to place our insertion point at the beginning of the document, and you can go to Changes and hit Next, and then we're going to accept them. Eventually, we're going to end up accepting all the rest of the changes, so you can just hit the bottom half of the Accept button, and then hit Accept All Changes. So that takes you down through 5E. Now we're moving on to number 6. So we're going to place our insertion point at the top of the document again, and we're going to click the next button in the comments group. So we're going to click up here, comments, hit next, and in this first comment, we are asked to reply to it, and then we're going to hit been done, exclamation point, and then hit resolve. Once we've replied and resolved the comment, we're going to hit the next button and then delete that comment. So I'm going to go into my comments and hit the next button. And then we're going to right click down here on this comment and hit delete comment. After we've deleted that comment, we're going to go into our display for review and we're going to choose no markup. So we're going to go back into our tracking, and where it says all markup, we're going to go with no markup. And then we have a couple of things that we need to add to our document properties here. Again, you can copy and paste these over. I would definitely copy and paste Sierra Pacific Community College, because a lot of students misspell that. You can hit Control-C. You can copy it from right here too if you'd like. And we're going to hit File, Info, Properties, Advanced Properties, and then in the company, I'm going to hit Control-V. And then for the title, I'm going to type in Online Learning Plan. And then we're going to go into the manager and type in Hasmit Kumar. Once you have these 3 fields typed in, we're going to hit OK. We're going to exit the Backstage view with the arrow up top, and we're going to apply some styles to the document. So on the first page, we are going to select Online Learning Plan, and on the Home tab, we're going to go into Styles, and we're going to choose the title style. Then we're going to select Sierra Pacific Community College, and go into Styles, and we're going to select the subtitle style. Then I'm going to go ahead and put my document into 2 pages. Anything in all caps and bold is going to be heading 1. Anything underlined is going to be heading 2. So I like to view it and go to multiple pages. And again, anything in bold, purpose of this plan, hold down Control, click definition of online learning modalities, click planning process. Where are we now with online learning? Those 4 headings, those are going to be heading 1. So back on the Home tab, we're going to hit heading 1. Now we're looking for the underlined headings. So the first one's down here at the bottom of the first page. Then I'm going to hold down Control, and I'm going to click the rest of them. Again, just a simple click outside in the margin. And before we scroll down to see if there's any, make sure that you let go of Control. But there aren't any on that last page. So I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heading 2s. So I'm going to click on heading 2. And then go back into my split screen view. And we're on slide number 9, insert a table of contents. So place your insertion point in front of the main heading, purpose of this plan. So I'm going to click right here in front of purpose of this plan. We're going to hit Control Enter to put in a page break. And I'm going to hit the left arrow key on my keyboard twice to position my cursor back in front of the page break. And then we're going to insert a table of contents. So I'm going to go up to the References tab, click on Table of Contents, and we're going to go with Automatic Table 2. And then 9E asks you to select the words Table of Contents, and we're going to change the font color to an automatic black. So you can change it here, or you can go to the Home tab and go to Font Color, whatever is easiest for you. And then it asks if there's a blank line down here to hit Delete. And I'm actually just going to leave that line there. I think if there's a double line, it actually wants you to hit delete. Or if there's a blank line that appears between the subtitle and table of contents, you can hit delete. But this blank line is okay. If there's one up here, you can delete it, but I've never had one. Number 10. So we're going to go to the second page of the document, position the insertion point after Technology Enhanced Course. So we're going to click right after Technology Enhanced Course before the end dash. So we're going to be right here. And then we're going to click Insert Footnote. And we are going to go to Insert tab. References. We were already there. And then hit Insert Footnote. And we're going to type in, or you might be able to copy and paste over. This is a non-OL course that uses OL tools. And make sure you put a period on it. Again, you can select it and hit Control-C, and then Control-V will paste it. Then we're going to position the insertion point after OL and before the space on page 2, purpose of this plan. So right here after this OL with the parenthesis, and we are going to insert footnote again. And then the footnotes reorder themselves automatically. And we're going to select online learning is referred to as OL throughout this report, or again, you can type it in. I'm going to hit Control-C and Control-V to paste that in. And then we're going to click the Footnotes launcher to open up the footnotes and endnotes. And we're going to change the number format to the Roman numeral little i's. So I'm going to zoom in so that way I can make sure I change them once they do change. And we're going to click the little box in the footnotes group. And in the drop-down menu, we're going to change them to the little Roman numeral little i's, and we're going to hit apply, and that should have taken place. We are at number 12. We're going to insert and modify content in the footer. So we are going to place our insertion point at the beginning of the document. So I'm going to hit Control Home. And then we're going to click the footer button and hit Edit Footer, or you can just double click somewhere down here in the footer to get into it. And we're going to click the Document Info button. So I'm going to go up to Document Info, and we're going to click on Document Title. Then it says to use the right arrow key on your keyboard once to deselect that information or that field. And then we're going to hit the right arrow, then we're going to hit Tab. And with this Tab preset, it's at 3 1/4. We want it to move to 3 1/2. So we're going to hover over top of this until it says Center Tab. And we're going to drag it until you see 3 1/2. Once it says 3 1/2, then you can go ahead and go up to Document Info again. And we're going to hit Document Property. And then we're going to add the company. Then we're going to hit Tab again. We should have hit the right arrow key. So I'm clicking back on this. I'm going to hit the right arrow key to deselect this. Make sure I'm all the way at the end here. Right arrow key. Again, you want to make sure the field's not selected. And then I'm going to hit Tab again. And here we are going to go into page number. And then we're going to go into current position. And we're going to go with bold numbers. So again, we're scrolling down here and we are looking for bold numbers. And that's with all of the information in there. We're going to hit Control A, and then that will select it all. So with all of it in there and all of the information selected, we are going to hit Control A, and we are going to change the font size to 10. Looking back through this, I think they've changed the project a little. The center tab, it doesn't have you move it to 3.5. We can leave it at 3.5 and we'll see what happens on the graded project, but it should be fine. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. We used to have to move it to 3.5. And we are on number 13. So we are going to place the insertion point before the last subheading on page 2, online course program selection. So I'm going to double click outside of the footer, and I'm going to click right before online course program selection, hold down Control, hit enter. Then I'm going to hit Control Home to take me back up top. I'm going to zoom out here just a little bit, and then we are inserting a cover page. So we're going to go up to Insert, and then Pages, and we're going into Cover Page, and we are looking for Retrospect. Once you find the Retrospect cover page, it wants you to click on the document subtitle, then click on it again, and click on the 3 little dots and hit Delete on your keyboard. And then we are going to click the Author Content Control field, and we are going to delete that as well. So hit the 3 little dots and hit Delete. And then we are going to insert a quick part. So we're going to go to the Insert tab, and we are going over to, I'm going to make this bigger because I can't see my quick part command here. Document property. And we are going to add the manager. After you add the manager, then we are going to bold the company document property field. So I'm going to go down to the company, and we're going to hit 3 little dots and hit Control B. And then we're going to click where it says company address, and we're going to type in www.spccd.edu. And then we're going to click on the 3 little dots. We don't like that it's in all caps. So again, we're going to click on those 3 dots and hit Control D as in dog to launch that font dialog box. And we're going to uncheck the all caps box here and hit OK. Then we're going to scroll down a little further on 15. We need to update the table of contents. So we're going to click on table of contents and hit update. We're going to update the entire table. We're going to hit OK. And then we're going to save and close out of the document. You want to make sure that it looks like it does at the bottom of the directions there. But I'm going to go ahead and upload it, make sure that I don't have any issues with my file, because if I do, then you guys probably will as well. Again, make sure you're always updating or uploading the most up-to-date file. Make sure that you have it saved before you upload it. And then that concludes the video.